Welcome back to 2FM and our 2FM Rising List for 2025, where we're showcasing the very best in Irish music. And we're so excited to introduce a new band to you that's on our list for this year, which we are absolutely delighted to have on our list. It is Amble. Guys, hello. Welcome to 2FM.
Hey Tracy, how are you?
Congratulations on getting on the Rising List for 2025. I saw you first at Electric Picnic just back there in August, and it was a moment. So I want to find out all about you guys. So first and foremost, where are you from?
I'm from Leitrim.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're from Leitrim?
I'm Longford.
Okay.
And Sligo. I'm Sligo man.
There was a little bit of a regret there. I was like, I'm from Longford.
No.
Is that meant to happen that way?
You're spot on.
I'm from Longford.
And how long are you guys together and how do you know each other?
We're together just 2 years actually. This month, 2 years ago, myself and Oisín met first of all in Dublin. Oisín had moved from Galway and we'd never really met before, but I knew he was a musician. And I was just, I had such an urge to play music. I wanted to play in a pub. I was looking at all these pub singers and I was like, I could do that and I could get a bit of money and free pints and all this kind of stuff. But I would never do it on my own because I just never had really sang in front of anyone before. So I reached out to Oisín once he moved to Dublin. We started playing together in my house, just practicing, and that was our idea, to play in a pub. And then we got offered a little gig at home in Manor Hamilton in County Leitrim. That's where I'm from. And then about a week out from the gig, Oisín said, I half know of this other guy on Instagram. His name's Ross. He's from Longford. he's really good on the banjo, mandolin, stuff like that. And he was like, well, I asked him to come and join. I was just like, no, let's just stay as a duo. You know, we're doing good together. And then eventually we did message Ross, and Ross came and played, and we played that gig. And the next day Ross said, boys, we need to take this serious, make a proper band, get a name, you know, Spotify, ticketed gigs, do this properly. So that was 2 years ago, and here we are.
Here you are. And you're happy now that Ross is in the band after the duo that you were?
Yeah, no, I am. No, thank God.
We're very happy.
Yeah.
So from doing that and playing in pubs and, you know, becoming a threesome, when did the songwriting then really emerge, and when did you start doing that together?
Well,
Songwriting was always there.
Yeah.
So I suppose Robbie was seeing me putting up songs and stuff on the internet, any kind of song at all. And the same when I went over to Robbie's house, songs like Mary's Pub we have up on Spotify now,
Yeah.
he wrote them years ago.
Right.
And the same with Ross, like Lonely Island and myself, Mariner Boy and the likes. They were kind of long before Amble was a thing. And then since then we're writing new songs together. So the songwriting was kind of always there, to be honest, for all three of us.
And it's like it's kind of like rural related storytelling. So what kind of stories are you telling? What are they all about for listeners who've never heard of Amble before?
I'm from Leitrim. Where
Yeah.
I'm from it's a very beautiful part of the world. Like when I go home, it's all mountains and lakes and rivers, and we have a couple of dogs and we have a farm and stuff. So it's hard not to get inspired when I go home, you know, just to write about those kind of things and write about. But then, like, I've lived in Dublin. Mary's Pub was all about, you know, experience I had on Grafton Street and all. So it's kind of I often write, or I always write about things that I know about and experiences that I've had, you know, in my life. So that's kind of how I do it. But the guys are different.
Yeah, I grew up basically on the water, a little village called Inniscrone in Sligo, and it's all my songs seem to be Mariner Boy, of land and sea and stuff. So
Yeah.
a lot of water references, you could say, but we're all a bit like that. Like Ross is the same, even though he's from Longford.
I long for water, so I write about it. My song's all about hardship. No, we're three storytellers, so I think that's how we kind of even met. That we just tend to write just stories about our experiences in Ireland and whatnot, and love and all that sort of stuff.
Love and loss.
Is Mary's Pub the Mary's Pub that's off Grafton Street? That's
Yeah.
opposite Brown Thomas?
Yeah.
What happened there? What's going on? Do you wanna tell us?
I met a girl a couple of years ago, and I was with a group of lads and she was with a group of girls, and the two of us just got separated and got chatting, and we were having a great time, I thought. And then she just brought up her boyfriend, so I realised that the conversation wasn't the type of conversation that I thought it was. And then I just came up with this. That was kind of what inspired me. But I went home and I just wrote this song. You know, it's kind of made up about two people meeting on Grafton Street and falling in love and going to Mary's Pub and drinking and dancing, and at the end she tells him she's a boyfriend.
Yeah,
so
okay.
But it's not made up. But
But like, what I want to know is that if you go into Mary's Pub, is Mary's Pub still there? Can you get free pints? Do they know? Do they know this song has been made famous? Like, I mean, you need to go in and tell them.
I don't know.
We haven't. I don't know if I've been in since. Like,
Yeah. No, we have had people telling us like, "Oh, we went to Mary's pub because we love it." Like even when we were in America, we were like, we were over in Ireland and we went to Mary's pub. And it's like they didn't know you guys.
We're like,
It was. I just said Mary's pub because it rhymed with the line beforehand. It could have been McDade's pub. It could have been Kyo's pub. But we love Mary's pub.
Oh, there'll be a statue outside now, the way there is of like Phil lining outside for sales. It'll be you guys now. Tell me about the name Amble, because it's such a lovely word. Tell me where it came from.
yeah, I suppose Robbie said, Ross texted that first day after the gig and made a WhatsApp and said we need to go at this, and I just started coming up with names, and it was the definition of the word amble is kind of to walk at a slow pace, to kind of saunter about, and I think that really suited our music, maybe even more so at the time, but it still does.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely word and it looks well and it sounds good, it looks good on a t-shirt and everything.
does.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking that at the time. I just thought
Where did you go looking in a name generator, or did the word just pop into your head?
no, it just came into my head, to be honest. And but then you're bouncing loads of words.
There was weeks of us all throwing in words, but we didn't. We kind of wanted a short one-word name like Aslan or Planksty or something. You know,
that
like
was
these,
big time.
These Irish greats, and we didn't want something really long, a bit of a tongue twister. So then we were all trying out these words, and someone would put in something, and we'd all like it, but it wasn't the one. And when Oisín threw an Amble, I think in our gut, we were all like, we love
the
that.
one.
Yeah.
And I even had a thing in my head that my name Oisín is a problem anywhere but Ireland, to be honest, and I didn't want that for like the band.
Yeah.
So in the US, Oisín, nightmare.
Yeah.
What are they calling you, Oisín?
Oisín, Wasin, like loads of stuff. Whereas Amble, no problem.
No problem.
And we've since found out there's a little seaside village in England called Amble, and we were there not so long ago as well.
week.
Yeah.
Did you get a picture of the sign?
Well, we
did
sang
every
we sang for the locals.
Good stuff.
What were they saying, Oisín?
They're like, your name's Amble, and you're in Amble.
No, they were all saying they've been looking at us on Facebook and stuff and wondering if we were going to come. So it was really cool. Like it's such a small village, and it doesn't seem like many tourists go there. So
Did it suit your music? Did the
no,
town
it
suit
was
your
a
music?
seaside,
I can imagine it.
Fishing village.
Lovely.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Yeah.
Next year is such a big year for you guys. Like, I mean, you've got the Trinity series, you've got all of the gigs that you're doing as well as going UK and America. How are you feeling about it all? Because it seems like it's all of a sudden this has happened. Like, how are you feeling?
We're buzzing for it, to be honest. I can't wait. That's like you dream of these sort of gigs and going to America and playing music. We're going to Australia. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't think we really think about it until we're there. I think we're that type of men that we just kind of think about now, and enjoy these gigs, and then when we're there, we'll enjoy them ones. Because I think if you were to think about it all the time, she wouldn't sleep. That it's that exciting, like
I know, like Christmas.
It is like it's like every day is Christmas, like so I'll think about it when I'm in Australia. And
that's a great way to be. That's mindfulness, isn't it? Think about when you're in it and living the now and all that stuff.
I think for all of us, Tracy, as well. Like I was a primary school teacher in Dublin for years, and until this year, and Oisín worked in data science, and Ross was secondary school teacher. So it's making us like, it's not as if we were plucked from secondary school into this industry, and off on a tour bus playing all these gigs.
We're very aware how good we have it.
We're so lucky, so we're just enjoying it so much. Like we've done the slog, we've sat in traffic on a Monday morning going in to teach kids, and now it's just like a dream. So yeah.
Do you miss teaching?
I miss the people. I don't miss teaching. The kids were lovely, and I got on so well with all the kids and the staff. I was in St. Pius in Terenure for years, and it was a great place to work, but no, I don't miss teaching.
Okay. What about yourself?
I'd agree with Robbie. I miss the people. Sometimes I say...
What were you teaching?
I was a PE and maths teacher. But sometimes I say I miss the porridge at 8 o'clock in the morning, and people laugh at me like that. But what I mean is I miss the structure of the teachers.
He can still
eat
a
little break.
porridge at 8 o'clock in the morning.
You don't. I don't eat porridge at 8 o'clock in the morning.
You need a structure in your life.
No, I do sometimes miss the structure, and definitely the people. But teaching,
you don't miss the corrections of maths, then? No?
I not really. No, I don't. Miss
self-correct. Let the students self-correct.
Swap
the copies there. Come on.
Like, I always think that like creative people are not really good at maths, and I'm really annoyed then that you're such a great band and you're a maths teacher. That's not fair.
I'm sorry.
Like, it's not fair to have those two abilities. Do you know what I mean? And what about yourself? Do you miss the day job? Absolutely not.
Not at all. I work from home as well, and one of my favourite things about Amble is how social it is, to be honest, and being here on a random date. It's just great to be like, you're out and about every day and you're meeting people and stuff. I used to be on a laptop all day, so no.
Great. Well, listen, the music is sublime. It is absolutely gorgeous. The name of the band is Amble, and I want to wish you every success for 2025. We're delighted to have you on the Rising List and to play your songs even more on the radio. Amble, thank you so much.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thank you.